for me now, now. Choice, never. I said that I gave it my all. Hey, what do I do now?
And welcome back. Welcome back to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. Babs, is your mic working, Babs?
Yes. I just
Okay.
I just clicked. Well, I don't have it on while the music is playing. It was so nice.
Yeah, that was a local artist, Ro Goodwin.
Oh, I you know what? I am in love with her. I think when I come back, I'm gonna try to track her down and talk to her. I love her stuff.
Yeah, that's Choices.
I like it. I like it. I like
Ro
it.
Goodwin.
I get so
Yeah.
much talent in this town. Let me tell you, so much talent.
Yeah, so I mean the music that was played in between break, the Facebook audience didn't hear it, but it was all local music. So yeah, and there is a lot of talent. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Late
So I'm
special.
waiting for Juwan Lee to log in. As I said, I wanted to tell people about him. Juwan Joseph James Lee. That's a lot of names. JJJL. Black people, we will give you a name, child. So he's 18 years old and just graduated from the Cooperative Arts and Humanities High School with a 4.0 GPA. Whew. He's inducted into the National Honor Society and the National Thespian Honor Society. He is the co-founder of the Shakespeare Youth Advisory Council for high school students through the Elm Shakespeare Company. My daughter Margot came through the Elm Shakespeare Company. Juwan performed at Long Wharf Theater in theatrical pieces such as Matthew Rising, and he is also a member of the Long Wharf Youth Advisory Board. In 2020, he earned the second place in the Connecticut August Wilson Monologue Contest and first place in the Connecticut August Wilson Monologue in 2021. And so this allowed him to go to be on stage with 15 other contestants from around the country for the national competition of the August Wilson monologues. And he's going to Morehouse in the fall. He's trying to raise some money, Harry. He's trying to raise $35,000 to help his education. So there's a GoFundMe page. I don't know if I sent you that link, but
No, I don't have
I
the
sent you the
GoFundMe.
video link for something.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the video link. I don't have the GoFundMe. Let me see if it's on that video.
I thought I had it somewhere. It must be. I have it somewhere. I'll find it.
Yeah, it's not on the link.
Yeah, I posted it last night because I was uh
You posted on your Facebook?
Yeah, I posted on my Facebook because I was getting ready for the show and I wanted it to be up there. Yeah.
Oh, these drinking these vitamins and everything in the morning, choking them down now.
I know I got to take I didn't take my vitamins yet. I took my other meds. I've noticed a real difference in taking these vitamins. I really see a real difference. I got to go get some blood work done, so that'll tell me if these work. I'll do that tomorrow. Like if my cholesterol is better. We'll see if anything is better.
Well, I usually have your post whenever I open the Facebook page, and I can't see now one post of you.
Really? That's odd. You know, Harry, I'd pop up.
I know. Let's see.
I gotta go and look for it. I know people have liked it, so I just gotta go scroll down. High fived it.
I got it.
You see it? So there's a little underneath something. There's a GoFundMe, like in the body of the, the post. Yeah, there we go. So he's got a little bit over $4,000 donors.
So people.
Sam
going
Hadelman gave some money. All right. I gotta put some too.
You know what? I'm gonna put this link into the Facebook post.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. I hope he knows how to get on.
But this is these young people are used to Instagram and Snapchat. Zoom is like for old people and Facebook.
What is it?
I be asking some people, what's your, the young generation, what's your Facebook? I don't have Facebook.
They lie. They have Facebook because they gotta stay in touch with their parents.
That's the thing. That's the only reason I have it, because your parents on.
Their parents are on it. You gotta stay in touch with their parents, Harry. Who they kidding? Gotta stay in touch with their parents.
Wow, Facebook is a little slow.
Is it? All the foolishness going on. All the foolishness.
All right. There you go. I posted the link on there. I hope I posted it to the right.
Uh-oh.
We have so many. There you go. Yeah, so it's just waiting on him. I guess we could play the video if you want.
Yeah, play the video.
Nice
to play the video.
At least we could go through the video with if he doesn't figure out how to get. Oh. And of course, you're still listening to LoveBabz LoveTalk on
that's right. We're on radio. Can't be.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here like waiting for the video, like everybody else is waiting for the video. Like, no, they can't even see. Like, if you're in your car driving somewhere, you can't see the video. You're just waiting for us to tell you about the video.
Well, yeah, you'll hear the video because it has audio.
Like, oh, hear it. It's so weird to be going on vacation today. Tomorrow it'll be weird.
Really, my dream. I feel comfortable. I've been, wearing the shirt since freshman year. Everybody knew, yeah, he's gonna go to Morehouse. He's gonna go to Morehouse.
So you mainly started in the church with doing the acting, doing the skits. Mm-hmm.
Or the brotherhood, the Black excellence, religiousness. It's everything that I've need. The person that I'm becoming screams more. I don't know how to put it into words.
Think about some of the places in church. Weren't you?
Jesus.
You were Jesus. That's right.
And I fell short. I didn't have enough money to go to Morehouse.
I remember he took interest in middle school. Well, actually, into drama, acting. Brother play around doing, plays and stuff and joking around, mimicking people, doing stuff like that, being silly.
As a youth pastor, it was my responsibility to get the young people involved. Of course, my grandson had no choice. He had to be. And even then, when he was young, he was 7, 8 years old, you could see him transform into the character.
What I want to bring a child into this world for. I want to bring somebody else into all of this for. I'll tell you this, if I was Rockefeller, I have 40 or 50. I'll make one every day. Because they're going to start on life with all advantages. I ain't got no advantages to offer nobody. I got my daddy. And him staring off at his hand. I got a little older now. I know what he was sitting there saying. I got these big old hands. For what I'm going to do? Best I can do is make a 50-acre crop for Mr. Stover. Got these big old hands capable of doing anything. I can take and build me something with these hands. Where are the tools? All I got is these hands.
And when was it? What was the turn? Was it scouts was like what it is?
August Wilson competition of this year, which I've been doing that for about 3 years now through long theater in New Haven, Connecticut. And I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I didn't want to feel like I was being a disappointment by telling people, okay, well, this is, even though I've been mentioning this for all 4 years, I'll be going to UConn. So I believe that day of the recording for August Wilson, they were so happy. They was like, hey, Juwan's going to Morehouse. And I was like, you know, I was trying to clap with everyone. And then I mentioned to them that I didn't have enough money to go. And there was somebody in the audience that heard my story. His name is Mr. King, Mr. King Kenny from Long Wharf. And he reached out to me and, you know, we're not going to stop here. We're going to keep putting this out because they seen so much in me that I didn't see in myself.
Hello, my name is Trenae McGee. I'm councilwoman of the 7th District in West Haven, Connecticut, and I am also founder and studio director of TDM. I am just here to speak well of Juwan Lee, who I've known 13 years old. I remember at such a young age being so captivated by his gift to articulate and understand the text, so precocious, so mature, and beyond his years.
My name is Pastor Kelsey G.L. Steele. I'm the senior pastor of the Varick Memorial AME Zion Church in the city of New Haven. Also had the privilege of serving as the Dean of Students at Co-op High School, where I met this fantastic, phenomenal individual by the name of Juwan. Very talented, very faithful, very spiritual.
I've been a high school teacher, college professor. I've seen thousands of students in my time. Given Juwan's circumstance, he has really achieved a great. He's a nationally acclaimed athletic artist. He has a very high GPA. And he does this despite having to work after school for from 3 to 6 hours or on the weekends.
But if there's one thing that I could say that stands out to me about Juwan, it is his humility as a way of walking into a room and gently capturing your heart, but then this really strong boldness, bold presence. And I know that he's going to bring that with him to Morehouse. So I encourage you to donate as you are helping him to establish his legacy, as you are helping him to lay down the foundation for those to follow.
Wasn't really anything like you did. It was just that.
Right, yeah. I have no problem taking out the loans, and that's the same thing my brother did as well. But the Parent Plus loan, which is I believe 25, it's actually 30 now, and that's the problem of, you know, I have to have that by August. So it's like my mom already went through the same situation and she's in debt from that because of my brother. So it's like I'm not sure where I can raise money. I've done scholarships. I really haven't heard back from many as of yet. But yeah, so that's what made me be here today and have this situation. So I'm making this video to myself, asking that give a donation. Any donation is helpful, so that I'd be able to raise $30,000, go to Morehouse for my first year. Once you're in Morehouse, a lot of people are going to start to know you by the things that you do and the way that you carry yourself. That was my vision.
I always tell him that he's a genius. He's accomplished so much at a young age, and I'm so very proud of him. I know that he'll go on to become something great.
I know that he's going to excel in this new chapter of his life, and I do know that he is going to put his whole heart into everything that he does. So I believe that this next chapter is going to be great. I believe that it's going to be exciting. And Juwan, go get him.
Hello, my name is Juwan Lee, and I am a Co-op high school senior. I will be going to Morehouse College in the fall with a major in dramatic arts and a minor in business management.
Wow. Welcome, Juwan Lee. Let us see you. Hello. How are you? I love this fundraising video. I was like, I feel like I had to get my checkbook. Let me get my card out so I could donate. You just have to unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry.
How
Look,
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for coming on. King Kenny sent this to me, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago. And so, you and I have been back and forth trying to figure out how we could get you to come on because you work, you have a job.
Right.
So how's it going? Tell me a little bit, how's it going?
It's been going great, actually. I actually, when I looked to my Tiger Pay, which is the app that I'm paying my tuition, it went down to $2,000. So for the fall semester, my fall semester is paid off as of now.
Yay!
It is definitely going in my favor. So it's been great so far.
Oh, I'm so happy. My sister went to Spelman, so, but 40 years ago. But I spent a lot of time stomping those grounds down here in Atlanta at Morehouse and Morris Brown and Spelman. So I spent a lot of time. Have you been down there yet?
Yes, ma'am. My brother went there.
Okay.
My brother went there. So that's when I fell in love, and that's when I started to know what Morehouse even was. From the new student orientation, which they have on the weekend.
Because I wanted to know what the connection was, because everybody finds their HBCU in different kinds of ways,
right.
And a lot of it is very sort of serendipitous and magical, the way people gravitate to particular schools.
Yes.
When you step on a campus, if it's yours or not,
Yeah, absolutely. So that definitely was my time, as you were saying, when I knew that I wanted to go to Morehouse, because I didn't even know what Morehouse was, being that I was like, about 10 years old. Like, oh, wow. Yes, there's people like me, I'm able to bond. Like, it was just amazing. And that's when I knew that I was going to go to Morehouse. And that was about 6 years ago.
Oh my God, that is wonderful. So you are the Connecticut August Wilson champion, or monologue champion.
Yeah.
And August Wilson is my favorite playwright, my absolute favorite. I've seen every single play except Gem of the Ocean, very first. And I love the century of plays of August Wilson. I tell everybody this. So I watched your performance for the 2021 competition, and I was blown away, my friend, blown away. So what is it about August Wilson monologues, August Wilson in general, that you found your voice in this work?
Wow. It all started freshman year. I was introduced to his work through my school in New Haven, Co-op High School, downtown New Haven. And they took me through many seminars, and there was people from Longworth that came down to introduce his work and tell the students, the freshmen, I was a freshman at the time, what his work meant to many people. And I just was like, wow, you know, being that I'm also a musician, so coming in from middle school, I was, you know, working with a lot of music wise. So I've never in 1,000 years thought I was going to be theater field. But once I was introduced to the August Wilson work, it was like, wow, this is you know still present today. Some of the problems that he's listing and these century cycles are the same that we're struggling as the Black America today. So I was like, wow, I'm able to really relate. I'm really able to grasp the concepts really. So I really just fell in love, and I've been doing that since sophomore year. And it's funny because every year I've been going up and up. Sophomore year I was a runner up. Junior year I was a top 15, but I didn't make nationals. And senior year of 2021 I made nationals. So it definitely was an experience.
That's wonderful. So you kind of knew. I mean, first of all, what instrument do you play, or instruments? Because I don't know anybody who just plays one instrument.
Yes, I'm a church musician, so I play drums, organ, and piano.
Of course you do.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And freshman, no, not freshman, 5th grade, I was playing trombone just a little bit, but I think I forgot how to.
Okay, so all right, so the acting bug hit you. You figured out this is what I want to do with my life. How is, I mean, I could see how proud your mother and your grandmother. But what was the initial reaction when you said, you know what, I want to pursue this for my life, for my career?
It was when I was on stage, and that may sound cliche, but it was when I was on stage. I finished all the memorization. I was like, you know, my first play, I was like, okay, you know, this is a little nerve wracking, but I'm used to being on stage. I'm used to, but being alone on stage is a different type of feel. And when I was on stage and I walked on stage and I said my first line, I was like, wow, this is something different. This is something, you know, I'm not in the audience. I'm the one that people are watching, and being able to take these people's feelings and emotions with my words just really grasped my energy. And I was like, yeah, this is something I want to do.
So, and thinking about what you want to do, I mean, who do you look to as influence? Like, are you a movie person? Do you go to a lot of theater? I mean, I go to a ridiculous amount of theater pre-pandemic. So how do you find your inspiration? Who do you look to out there? Like, who's your favorite thespian?
Honestly, that is a great question. I'm trying to think hard about it because it was a way for me to I was just really searching for talent, because my family is really musically inclined. So I was like, okay, I want to, you know, I don't want to go down the same route, but in fact I did go, and I was like, I want to, you know, do something else. So I would have to say, for me, and I introduced myself to it, and this was during the process of finding new talents that I wanted to put under my belt. But definitely after I started acting, there was many people like Trinae McKee, um, um, many people from Long Wharf. I've been working with Long Wharf for a while. Many people, just, you know, brought me into their arms.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Like, I'm glad to hear that. So, do you get to see a lot of films? Do you get to see a lot of productions? I mean, not so much now because of the pandemic, but prior to, I mean, co-op is a performing arts school, right? Like, there's all opportunities to sort of see plays, do plays, be in plays, write plays.
Yes, through co-op, I've seen most of my plays actually through co-op, on field trips. We had the opportunity of going to New York and seeing Wicked on Broadway.
Good.
Yeah, so it was just so many opportunities, and we've seen a couple of plays. Because I was on the board of the youth board at Long Wharf Theater, so I was able to see 3 plays through them as well. I think it was uh something that belongs to us, or something that they had at Long Wharf.
Oh, Belonging.
Yes, that was amazing. That was my first.
I thought I was really moved by that too. Like,
Yeah,
I just thought that was a fine piece of
that
theater.
was my first play through the Long Wharf Youth Advisory Board, that I seen, and I was just like, wow. And it was so, you know, I was able to, in the beginning when you first got in, you were able to walk around the stage, and like see the things, they see the setup. So it's just like so, connecting, and I just really enjoyed.
All right. So you're rooted in church.
Yes, ma'am.
Your grandmother is the youth pastor.
Yes.
And I would imagine on Sundays you are playing in the band or the choir or whatever it is. So there's no
Yes.
getting around that. So how much of your faith is drives what you do?
I'm a person that never gives up. I never give up when I see a vision or I want to accomplish something. I really never give up. And it kind of tested my faith. God kind of tested my faith throughout the process of college. As it said in the video, I got a full ride to UConn, so it was like, okay, it's either UConn or my dream school. Just I was like, okay, I know that I have to raise this lump sum amount of money in a short period of time. So I was okay. I started praying. I started, sacrificing things to really, strengthen my hearing from God. And I never gave up. Even my family, we had this. I remember the day like it was yesterday. We had this Zoom meeting because we were in a pandemic, so we had this Zoom meeting, and we all came together, and they all gave me these words of encouragement during this time because I was leaning towards you. I can put my down payment in for UConn as well. So they were giving me these words of encouragement to give up, and everything happens for a reason. I was just like, I was listening to them, but I was just like, there's something else. There's something else there's something missing. So I just never gave up. I really had a lot of alone time to be able to really understand the things that I need to do to get to Morehouse, and I did it. Didn't give up, and God made a way.
That's a wonderful story. So what do you think about for your life? You're going to your dream school and you'll do your 4 years or however long you spend time down there. What is the end goal for you? Like what is this Morehouse is a stepping stone to what?
A stepping stone to being able to open up my own theater business. First giving back to my because I feel like they need someone that has come from that. I'm from New Hallville, New Haven.
I live in New Hallville, so yeah.
Well, look, so yeah, they definitely need someone that from that grew up in that community to give back. So I want to really give back to my community, open up my theater company. Hence why I'm doing this.
Oh, that's a good thought. So you see a need for more theater that's happening in this city, because I think New Haven has a very rich, growing arts community.
Right.
And it's becoming more and more Black, I think, ways that it wasn't before. Even the Longworth Theater. I mean, I'm on the board of Longworth Theater, so does that drive some of what you do, not seeing enough Black representation in these kinds of spaces?
Absolutely. It definitely does, because it just shows me that I have a space in some of these plays that are lacking those Black actors. So I definitely see that as an opportunity.
That's wonderful. So you're getting ready to go to Morehouse in August. It was hot in Georgia. And your brother went there. And so what does your brother tell you?
Yes.
Does he give you any advice? Does he, try to shelter you a little bit? Like what's the conversation between you and your brother about coming to Morehouse?
Well, me and my brother's conversations really vary. They're always hilarious. But he tells me, he's telling me, oh yeah, I believe, I think it was like last week. He was like, oh yeah, you got to go to this church, because he's a youth pastor. He has his own ministry. So he's like, oh yeah, you got to go to that church. Maybe getting down. I was like, okay. He's telling me the teachers, all about the teachers that he took in the dorm rooms, ones that don't have the AC. He said, oh, stay away from those that don't have the AC. So yes, he's definitely been a extreme help in this process. Yeah, so I'm just really listening to him and my mentor to kind of get me through Morehouse before I'm even there.
So did he enjoy his time there?
Absolutely, absolutely. I didn't really get a call, be able to really talk to him as much when he went to college. So I'm pretty sure he really enjoyed his opportunity and definitely impacted his life. And he was able to open up his own ministry through the learning college.
Hmm. And so, so you're raising this money, and the raising of money is still ongoing, right? Like it's an ongoing
Yes,
process.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so do you feel like you're in a much better place than where you were at the very beginning of this?
Absolutely, absolutely. It definitely seemed, and that's why I was keeping my faith. Definitely seemed that everything started to click right at once. I kind of forgot that I did many scholarships as well, and they started to email me, saying, "Okay, you have this amount that we're depositing." And Morehouse gave me an academic scholarship for 15,000. So it was just like, okay, all right, this is, it's working out. Starting, be able to breathe now. And that's why when I checked, because I was expecting a 20,000 balance, it was only $2,000. I was like, oh yes. And from my promotions, that's still in the process. It's about 4,000. So I was able to take that 2,000 out and pay that balance. So it's definitely been, I'm definitely able to breathe now.
Well, that's good. That's good. And so, so you'll get down there, and the sister Spelman is across the way, and
Yes,
you've been down there, right? You've had a
yes,
tour and spent some
yes,
time, and okay, so and Atlanta is a very cosmopolitan city and very
yes.
black and fun, and and so what kind of a student are you?
What kind of student am I? I feel like I feel like because high school, I was more so independent. So I feel like I've been living that so-called college experience of being independent and trying to get most of your things on your own. Being that my mom was a flight attendant for most of my high school life, so being living with my aunt, she came to check up on me from here and there. So I definitely felt like I'm ready, more than ready to go into that independent life even more so. Um, so I'm really not concerned about that part, but the student that I've always been was my education has always comes first. Being that my GPA is so high, I really believe in this education field that's the main focus that present in the Black. So it's definitely something that I look forward to putting that first as well
Well,
before any.
I am so grateful that I had opportunity to talk to you, Juwan. I'm so happy to hear about money's coming. I am so very proud of you. I loved your August Wilson monologue. I hope that you continue thespian route, and I know Morehouse is going to be all the better for having you on this.
Yes,
Thank you for your time,
thank
and
you for
God bless you.
thank you so much.
And I want you to keep me posted throughout the time. Like I mean, now I got your phone number, so I'm gonna check in periodically to see how you're doing.
Okay, definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
So thank you so much, and I hope you come back. When you come home for the holidays or whatever, you check in and was updated on your progress. I think we're invested in you now, so we want to know how you're doing, and we want to support you and make sure that you are well.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome, and you would go about the day and enjoy the rest of your summer before you have to go off.
I will try. I'm working so much. I'll try.
Thank you, my dear. Have a good one.
Thank you for having me.
All right, all right. Okay, Harry, that was wonderful. I love when these young people go off to school. It's such a I remember when I went off to college and how thrilled I was, Harry, and how nervous I was.
Yeah, everybody should go to that GoFundMe link. It's in our Facebook Live post. I just saw that Sam Hadelman donated. So
you got to donate at least $12, Harry. Don't let Sam Hadelman outdo you with $10.
there you go. There you go.
I'm gonna throw my hat in there too. I'm gonna throw my coins in there. So
You know,
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's it, Babs. It's like
I know.
I feel like who is it? Porky Pig. That's all, folks. That's all, folks.
Harry, we're on vacation. We are on vacation. So everybody, the next shows for the next week will be the best of or whatever the hell Harry picks and programs for the next week.
I'm not
That'll
gonna,
be the
I'm
shows.
gonna take credit for picking it. I attach it to the LoveBabz LoveTalk archive, and it grabs the most recent shows. So
Oh, are you so what you're telling me is you letting artificial intelligence decide what's gonna play.
that's right. And I hope it doesn't grab one of my old shows.
And then people were like calling me. I was like, why are these people calling me? Do you know? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So
AI went crazy.
AI went crazy. Well, listen, Harry, have a happy birthday tomorrow. I love you very much. Travel safely. Enjoy. Swim. And don't eat too much fried stuff. But listen. It's down south. I know.
Thank you. And I will be on an airplane tomorrow for my birthday. So let's hope I make it over there.
Oh, you'll make it over there, Harry. You're only on the plane for 2 hours.
I know. I've been watching all of the videos of people on the plane. It's like,
yeah,
God.
all these people losing there. Did you see the one when they had to duct tape the woman?
And let me just warn everybody now at the airports, Harry will be using his mask. Don't worry about it. I will be double, triple masked. I will have my plastic shield over my face.
Harry will have on a full-on hijab.
That's right. By any means necessary.
It's made out of antimicrobial fabric. You have on a full-on hijab.
So don't worry about me.
Listen, you'll be down there by the time you'll be ready for lunch. You'll be down there in time for lunch, and unpack your bags, put on your short sleeve black shirts, and then
yeah. The first things we're gonna do when we get there is actually before we even check in, we're gonna stop and do grocery shopping. So
okay.
On our way from the airport, we'll hit one of those supermarkets they have over there. It's
Publix.
different. Yeah, the Publix.
The Publix. Yeah.
We'll hit a Publix and be ready to go and cook our lunch or whatever it is we're gonna have. Who knows?
Okay. Well, have a safe travels, and tell Karen I said hi, and I'll see you when you get back, my friend.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
I'm gonna send you a picture of how I'm gonna look at the airport tomorrow. You'll see.
Harry, I know what Muslims wear. I've seen it.
You'll see.
Don't scare these people.
All right. See
Have a
you.
good one, Harry. Love you. Love
too.
you. All right, my dear.
Bye.
Mm.